Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Saturday, August 2nd, 2025. And I'm doing another read. I did one earlier, went out, got some sun. And then I decided before I post that one, I'll do another one. So I'll hold off on posting it, see what comes out again. Chances are it might have something to do with the first read. Chances are it might not. So just take what applies and what you're already aware of, okay? If you're not aware of the subject matter, it's not your story, leave it alone. Toss it aside. Don't take it on as yours, please, okay? You're free to change the genders and the roles as you need to throughout the read. That's okay. Just go ahead and do that if you need to. But other than that, yeah, use your higher wisdom and discernment. Thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I love you guys so very much. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. We got great weather. I can't complain. It's a gorgeous day. Hopefully you're having one as well. Let's see where we're going to go with this. We're going to start with this deck. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss, please? Almost. Okay. High priestess of spirit. So that's kind of like the queen of swords in the upright, male or female. Speaking the truth, setting boundaries and cutting people and things out. It could be a professional of any kind. Lawyer, doctor. It could be a speaker of some sort. Somebody that's... They don't tolerate fools gladly, okay? They speak the truth. They could be very clinical, very blunt, to the point, and people don't like it, but it's not that they have no patience. They've gone through the... Yeah, don't piss on their leg and tell them it's raining. There's a lot of people in the background here watching this one. Maybe they were watching you sleep. You're moving on. This is radical acceptance, bringing back balance to a situation, awareness. Could be moving into or traveling. You overcame something. Somebody was watching you, maybe throwing things in your way. You're speaking your truth, though. People are listening, but they're in the background. They don't want you to know that they're listening. Okay, I get it. This is overcoming. This is universally driven, and this is victory. Yep, this is ending here. Congratulations. You're moving forward. Congratulations. So 12. Somebody wanted you stuck and struggling, maybe wanting to sacrifice you. They're causing delays in whatever this is, wanting you to wait. It's a waste of time because this is chapter 1. It's kind of like going from the Fool 0 in tarot to the 21st card, which is the World card, ending a cycle, beginning a new one, right? So it's chapter 1 to the end here, conclusion. It's ending. Somebody's going to get let go. They're going to have to let go. It could be an illumination. It could be they can no longer hold you back. You overcame. Could be an arrest, okay? This is illumination for sure. Congratulations. High Priestess of Earth, 3. Could be you're stable and secure. You know your value and your worth. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You're hardworking. You're abundant, independent, a healer, a nurturer. This is like the divine feminine energy, male or female. You're a creator of sorts. Through your pain, you create new life, whether through children, philanthropy, through an art form, and or some sort of creation that you're creating. You're down to earth. There's unconditional love no matter what. You're grounded. You're down to earth. You're stable and secure. And somebody was jealous of you. You're very honest. You're an honest person to a fault. I just heard 26. That's your strength, actually. Somebody wanted to have dominance over you. They could have been lighting candles. They were lustful, maybe. It could be lust spells, come to me spells. I don't know. But every stone they threw it towards you, divine feminine. It's another divine feminine 3, right? Could be a third-party situation, but somebody has a doppelganger here. Oh, I see. They're very jealous of you. Every stone they threw towards you, you built a wall, blocking them off from you, blocking them off from the sunshine. They were stonewalling you, blocking you from the truth. Something's rigid here. You got some rigid boundaries up. 47, yeah, your individuality. 47, that's 11, is justice and tarot. Your ancestors are working with you. Individuality. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you're not afraid to be who you are. They can't be who they are. They committed some sort of fraud against you. Yeah, there's some lust here. Third-party situation, a contract, a decision. You're going towards your higher level soulmate. A lot of differences. This is a doppelganger or something like that, where somebody wanted you, claimed you were lustful and everything. There's apples and oranges, the truth and the lie. There's an investigation. Somebody's finding something out. Yeah, they did something here because they wanted to belong. It's a marriage or a commitment. It's a contract. You're dealing with institutions. Could be a warlock or a crooked judge, leader, spiritual leader, corruption, bad counsel. Yeah, they did something that was forbidden. 18, lots of lies, illusions, maybe magic. They were hiding a lot, trying to close doors that were open for you. I don't know. They're in denial. 14, they have to balance something out here. You're divinely protected for sure by the angels. You're happy, you're healthy, you're balanced. Somebody went to extremes inappropriate behavior here. They could have said you were crazy or you have addictions. They have addictions. They don't want to heal. They need to heal. Again, it adds to a 5, so divine power, higher powers involved. Risk. They took a huge risk. This could be a divine masculine, or it could be in the reverse. It's corruption. You're innocent. You're off to a new beginning here. They're never going to forget this. Okay, 28. They wanted your destiny. They're getting karma. This karma it's geared where they're never going to forget. They're never going to do this again. It's always going to set a reminder here. You are a warrior. Okay, you're highly intuitive. You have good counsel here. You're very obedient and balanced. You could be a reader, a spiritualist. You don't have much to say, but you observe. You haven't spoken to these people in a long time. Yeah, reminding them to be loyal. You're very loyal. Could be part of a group, a cult, coven, secret society. 33, you could be an ascended master. The ascended masters are working with you. You've ascended for sure. And now it's ending a cycle to begin a new one. You could be online. Again, adds to a 3. You're in a safe place where you can grow and you can just be yourself. Congratulations. Yeah, some choices here. Somebody's making some choices. It was all deception. Well, so they had, we have both within us, dark and light. Somebody chose to go to the dark. There we go. They committed an injustice towards you. You're still moving forward. You overcame. Okay, they've been stopped. They don't want to take accountability. There's a lot of lies, illusions, deception. The truth is out. You have strong vision here. A lot of intuition. You lead with love. This is unconditional love. Congratulations. We got a lot of 10s here today. Yeah, High Priestess of Fire. You go your own way, male or female. You're very unafraid, confident and bold. You're a creator. You're divinely protected and guided. You're a leader. And this is bringing in some justice. You're an obedient child of God. I just heard that loud and clear. So this is a reckoning. It's a balancing of the scales. The angels are here helping you. 44, you have a firm foundation. Congratulations. Okay. It's your time to play now, to be playful. I definitely picked that up in other reads recently. It's your turn to be playful. So if you're thinking, I've got too much to do, you know what? Make some time just to be playful. Go out to the park. I'm sure wherever you live, there must be something going on during the summer months. You know what I mean? Here, where I live, I like a 10-minute walk from this big park. And almost every weekend they have something going on. This weekend they have a festival. There's a whole bunch of bands Friday to Sunday. Just one band after another. It's a festival of friends, so it costs nothing to go. It's free. So just look into your neighborhood, your wherever you live, what kind of happening is going on, anything exciting. Get out of the house, get out of the doldrums. It's not a good place to stay. High Priestess of Spirit. Now in the reverse, it could be somebody that was very jealous of you and they lied about you. They were vindictive and vile, and now it's over for this person. It could be something to do with, it could be a writer, somebody else's writing, something to do with a book. Gonna get the book thrown at them. 7. High Priestess of Spirit, thank you. Fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. If it's really yours, you don't have to fight for it, do you? This is somebody's love language, right? Always fighting that struggle love back and forth. You know what I mean? Getting pissed off, fighting, breaking up every weekend, coming back together every Sunday evening, being jealous. To them, that's, if you don't act this way, it's not love. They wanted you fighting over them. Yeah, somebody's promiscuous, or they claimed you were. Sleeps around a hot free-for-all, sleeps with your man or woman. It's over. I think they said this about you. It's game over. Yeah. Somebody could be expecting, or they're expecting a new beginning, or you are expecting a new beginning. It's done. Okay? It doesn't have to be a baby. It's just a new beginning of some sort. Somebody red lipstick stain. So this kind of sounds like somebody that goes from person to person. They get caught up and then they go to the next person that they're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to answer. They don't think they have to answer. They just move on. This is somebody that doesn't heal in between relationships. Oof. So you're basically sleeping with everybody that they're sleeping with. There's just no break in between. You might have to call the police. Somebody's going to lose their crap. I don't know. Somebody's a hater. Full of envy and jealousy. They don't want to hear it. Or you don't want to hear it. And they're very toxic. Going through a depression here. They hate nothing about you. So somebody's coming after you, or they could have made up these lies about you. Oh, look at this. Doesn't belong here. Join us. I didn't belong there. They hate nothing about you, though. So they can't find anything wrong with you. But they sure are envious of you. So, you know, they're trying to pin something on you. Maybe they went to the police and made up some false reports, or called the police erroneously on you. Claimed you did this to them, and they're just a hater. So there's an investigation. Somebody's very insecure right now. They're trying to fulfill a fantasy. Now they got to set the record straight. They targeted you for some reason. There's sexual protection here. There's a recording. Announcement, expression, and revealing. They're trying to protect themselves. Maybe they did something they're not too proud of. They shouldn't have been doing. I don't know. Someone's going to reveal something. Either to you or someone else. There's another card that doesn't belong here. Children are a factor. They could have been doing something with children. I was picking that up and I didn't want to speak it. So you were filling a fantasy. Somebody's looking into them and their background, and what they're going to find ain't going to be pretty. Okay, I get it. So game over for this fool. Whoever this is, want to be you, envious of you, wanted you out of the way, wanted to compete with you. So this could be a third party. This is their love language. They always have to fight a third party for their person. They don't feel good otherwise. They're very insecure. Maybe you're handsome, you're beautiful, established, or whatever. To them, maybe they don't have a lot of things going for them, but if they can win your partner over you, it makes them feel like they're better than you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like a sickness or something. It's all in their head, right? They just want to be better than you. They want to win at something. And I don't think you're fighting for this lover or this past lover. You know, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? And that's just infuriating them even more. High Priestess of Spirit, 7, fighting for what you love. Nah, you can have it. Quiet contentment. You're happy. Simple companionship brings you peace and satisfaction. Not this bull crap. Yeah, they're keeping tabs on you, though. Someone is keeping close eye on you and your actions. Oh, no, they won't fight. Yeah, somebody has ulterior motives. Someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. Testing limits here. Time is up. There's something to do with some time here. Someone's testing the limits of what? Examining how you react under pressure. It's not for them to test you, is it? Somebody's holding something back or trying to hold you back. Something, again, about a book. So for one or two, might have something to do with a book. The other person is not being fully open with you. Double standards. Because if you did this to them, oh, heck no. Different people are held to different standards. Rumor has it they were spreading egregious gossip here. Or somebody's finally gossiping about them and the truth. It's not, you know what I mean? Rumors are flying in your circle. Keeping secrets. Guard secrets or be asked to keep one. Push and pull, hot and cold, right? The push and pull in relationship causes emotional instability. It's a struggle of. So this kind of makes me think of somebody that is always complaining about their partner. Oh, they did this, they did that, they're cheating. That, you know, it's just always a struggle. Maybe the group is tired of hearing it. Maybe you got back together, they got back together with whoever this is, and they're not telling anybody because they know they're going to get an earful. There's a lot of jealousy issues here. Jealousy may be affecting a relationship. Someone or this group has gained some new perspectives here. Someone helps you see things from a new perspective. I can finally see the forest through the trees. Unfiltered truth. Someone will speak their unfiltered truth. New alliances. I think it's a group of people that they got coming after you. They wanted you to look really bad so they can look good. Please. New alliances will bring you support and opportunities. So you're forming new alliances, or they're trying to form new alliances to come after you. So, so these people are, you know how it goes. In the beginning, your story's a sob story, the liar here, the karmic. They get all the attention, blah, blah, blah. And these people are incensed and angered for this person. So they come after the bad person, so they say, you. Yeah, and then they find out the truth and they move on to a new group. It's an adventure for this person. So they know they're not welcome in this group any longer, so they move on to other groups, other potential partners. You know what I mean? They go through it. I was picking that up in the last read too. So this person goes from person to person. They're a fraud. They're somehow attached to your family, or somebody in your family that does this, okay? Or somebody you have a family with. High Priestess of Spirit, 7, fighting for what you love and quiet contentment. Somebody's very two-faced, double life cheater, backstabber. This is happening today. Good vibes now in the moment. So today they're keeping tabs on you. They could have went around saying that you were this promiscuous person, that you were always the fighter, you were this, that, and the other, and it had nothing to do with you because you moved on. They hate nothing about you. This person was two-faced and cheated on you, and that's why you left. You chose yourself over everybody else. Maybe you're finally speaking your truth. Somebody's masked here. Hiding, concealing, deception of family. This could be your family or somebody you have a family with, or somebody who's hiding a family. Blood ties, inner circle. Established here, settled, secure, and wealthy. So they go where the money is, where the opportunities are, where the clout is. If this has anything to do with the first read, somebody defrauded you of a large amount of money. Waves, emotions, worry, and fear. Puzzled. You went the other way. You didn't go down the same way. Because you know what? You're a free thinker. Confused, perplexed, and conflicted. Sipping. So there's a lot of gossip, rumors, gossip, and somebody's nosy. You're healing. You don't want to join the gossip. Self-care, introspection, meditation. It's been a long time. You took some time to heal. Delay, procrastination, too busy. So you're too busy for these fools. They're going to get a lot of time, or someone's trying to procrastinate something or delay something that's inevitable, that's coming towards you. Right? They try to delay you, take you off path, nightlife, strip tease, gamble, Vegas. It's just karmic lifestyle. Third parties, haters, lessons learned. You're facing legalities here. Lawyers, court and paperwork. Might have something to do with this home that we were picking up in the last read. Some sort of inheritance, a large amount of money. It could be anything. Wishful, hopeful, wishful thinking. If it's a divorce or something, somebody was hoping to make money off of you. Second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. They want to apologize because they know they're facing legalities where you're concerned. They did something they shouldn't have done. Whether you called the cops on them and they're facing criminal charges, whether it's fraud from the last read, it could be anything. Arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. So if they apologize, take it with a grain of salt. Someone's daydreaming here. Head in the clouds, delusion, hopes, and dreams, full of lust. They're hoping that you're going to be lustful. Maybe their lust spells have worked on you. No, I don't think so. It doesn't have to be lust for schmecks. It could be anything that they can't get enough of. Greed, by any means necessary, inconsiderate. Somebody's having an epiphany here, self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. The possibilities are endless because you're glow up. They want to come back into your energy because they're stagnant right now and they need a place to stay. This is an ex that's very clingy. They're in their shitter. Everywhere everything they touch turns to shit, I just heard. Old exes, dead relationships, and old ways, running, or this is spirit telling you to run. This is a runner chaser dynamic, escape, denial, and excuses. So they're trying to escape the past. Smell the roses here, slow down, take some you time, get out in nature. You blocked them, so take some time, you time. As it said, you need some time off. You need to laugh, you need to unburden yourself, get your mind away from whatever this is, if your mind is on it. Sometimes you just need to get out and laugh. Have fun with your loved ones, even by yourself. Sometimes you'd be amazed at how much fun you can have when you decide to say, you know what? Everybody's working. I got some time right now. I just want to be on my own. I'm just going to do this on my own. And you go out and you have fun. You know what I'm saying? You meet some good people, experience good things. Yeah. They're trying to block you. Somebody has an STD, or you're not feeling passionate about this person. Somebody didn't take any action, don't want you to take action. No growth or new beginnings here. High Priestess of Spirit 7, fighting for what you love, quiet contentment, and two-faced. They wanted you fighting, so you would fit into this narrative they painted of you, this false narrative, you know? Oh, they're a nightmare. Oh my God, don't do this and that and the other thing in front of them. They're a gold digger, a cloud chaser, they're a whore, or, you know, they sleep around. They're a user, an abuser. All kinds of nasty things they said about you. Could be somebody with some face tattoos, or you have some. What's the message, please, Spirit? Yeah, somebody's drinking. It's all about this money. Superficial, shallow, and selfish. Emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and they blackmail emotionally. They don't care who they hurt. It's just needy and greedy. What about me? What about me? Hidden agendas, neglectful parent. Don't care who they hurt. Very manipulative. Male or female. Thank you, Spirit. Elimination. This could be an arrest. I'm really picking up somebody's going to be arrested. They can't slow you down. You overcame. This is elimination. Letting go and surrendering. It is what it is. People see it for what it is now. You got to let go, or somebody's getting let go. A waste of time, right? Somebody's scared. They're sick. They're injured. This is a scandal. They don't want to heal, or they said you were sick. It's not working. They lost their job. They tried to make you lose your job, trying to scare you. Or they're scared they're going to lose their job. This is somebody that hasn't mastered their emotions, that's for sure. They don't want to. They don't want to put the work in. They're lazy. This is not successful. You could be a reader, a spiritualist, somebody that's very intuitive. Could be somebody that gives good counsel. You don't say much, but you observe. Highly intuitive, very wise. There's a lot of secrecy going on here. They judged you harshly based off of lies, lack of awareness, acceptance, accountability. A judgment is going against them. They judged you harshly based off of lies. Now they're going to be judged harshly based off of the truth. They don't want to take accountability. They don't want to be saved. Oh, well. No second chances. This is karma. Poor decisions, right? Oh, well. It is what it is. Don't want to wake up. Yeah, can't play puppet master any longer. You're not their puppet. Or if they had anybody pulling strings for them, it is no longer there. Running out of options, don't have a choice. Oh, that glitters is not gold. Seeing through the illusions, right? No more confusion about this family, this corporation, this large amount of money, and inheritance, spiritual inheritance, long-term stability or long-term security. 10 swords, they wanted to harm. They did too much here, 10-10. They wanted to harm you, or somebody got harmed, or they wanted to take you out for this money. Something they were talking about it online, ending a cycle to begin a new one. This is learning lessons. Yeah. This is going towards poverty, lack, and loss. On the outside looking in. Somebody could be traveling and or moving. They wanted to hurt you, but you're highly protected here. So the longer that this is going on, I'm picking up somebody that's trying to stall something, but they're running out of time. They're going towards lack and loss. They wanted to dry up your money, push everybody away from you so you wouldn't have anybody you can rely on or depend upon, leaving you out in the cold, trying to hurt your confidence for money. This is your blessing here. This is stability. This is a golden opportunity. This was given to you by the divine. This is something tangible. Yeah. Paying for divination. This is learning something, gathering some information. You're getting paid for doing divination maybe, or you're paying somebody else to. I don't know. They're trying to chip at you little by little. These are opportunists here. Gathering some information. Yes, you started something new. This is a very practical approach. This is investing in yourself. Somebody's an opportunist. You've learned this. This is good financial news coming your way. You healed your heart. This is a blessing in disguise. Somebody was talking shit about you. It could be somebody younger than you. It doesn't have to be. They said you were crazy. were sick, mentally ill. Somebody has addictions, obsessions. They go to extremes, inappropriate behavior. Somebody's impatient here. This was unbalanced, unfair. Somebody doesn't want to heal. They need to go into recovery. Heavy-duty addictions. They were poking the bear for sure, okay? They were emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and verbally abusing you. It was unfair what they did. This is your family, or this is devil energy. Again, addictions, obsessions, codependency issues. It could be a contract, something that's bound to the devil, bound to something. They tried to attach or bind you, attach something to you. It's like a family, right? Yeah, jealousy, doing black magic, hoe bag, whatever this is. Somebody's jealous, very jealous of you. It's very toxic, whoever this is. Could be sick and unstable. This is destruction, whatever this is. There's no conflict resolution, no reconciling here. I don't know. They tried to bind you, attach something to you, wanting power and control. This is wanting control as well. This is a bully. This is abusive, very jealous, promiscuous, maybe doing magic here. Not independent at all. They can't create. They destroy, whoever this is. Male or female, place it wherever it belongs, okay? No authority whatsoever. No protection. Just devil energy. Fallen angel, maybe. I don't know. Somebody's angry, pissed off, always hateful, angry. It's not, they're losing hope here. They don't want you having wish fulfillment. They're in their south node. Or they thought you were in your south node. They wanted to keep you in your south node. They have no faith, no spiritual protection. They could be feeling ashamed of themselves. I doubt it. They wanted to shame you. Ending a third-party situation, a collaboration. No help from the peanut gallery I just heard. They might be stealing your creations here. Their plans are falling apart. They don't get along. Didn't plan very well. They can't build whatever it is. Their wishes aren't coming true. They can't build whatever they were trying to build off of this bull crap. They were jealous here, lazy, don't want to put the work in, and disrespectful. It's greed, materialism, shallowness, superficiality, superficial, right? Greedy, selfish, jealous, unstable, a spendthrift, money motivated, corrupt, a bully, get rich quick schemes. They love to spend money, right? So they've been lying, okay? They were lying. This is news you don't want to hear or somebody else doesn't want to hear. I just heard somebody's going to be left holding the bag. So somebody's going to be left with the bill here. They were stalking you, harassing you, possibly online. They targeted you, trying to make money off of you. They lied, they spread rumor, gossip, and slander. They were petty and they were cruel. They were abusive and jealous. People are mad at these people, right? Because you remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. Male or female. It's a sweetheart. It's an unconditional love here. It's the biggest cup of love. You used your intuition to get through this. You knew that they were lying or you're not speaking to them. That you never got some truth or clarity from them. About a family, about a marriage, about a home. About business or stability. You know they were manipulative. You know they don't have all the resources they need. So it has something to do with a home or a family. They're very manipulative. They're willing to do whatever it takes to win. Whatever they got in the past was temporary, okay? Ill-gotten gains. They got it dishonorably, and everybody working with them are taking on losses, and they're forced to walk away now, okay? Because this was born out of ego, jealousy, pettiness, and cruelty, and a lot of abuse. Yeah, they were willing to do you in, maybe take you out. This is change. You're the Phoenix rising too. You overcame, persevered, you put up some boundaries. Now they're paranoid, they're defensive. There's a lot of emotional wounding here. You blocked these unalive spells, if that's what it is, and somebody lost a child. They gave out false and misleading information. Maybe they said you're no longer here. I don't know. There's a change though, change of address I just heard. Okay, so somebody wanted you to go back to a past toxic cycle. You side-eyed this person. You saw it coming. I'm definitely picking this up. There's a lot of trauma bonding. This person or these people don't want to heal their inner childhood wounds. Could have lost a child or children. Unrequited love. If it's not a love situation, if it's friends, family, or business, it wasn't reciprocal, right? What they got was a lot more than what you got out of this deal. This is all fraudulent, okay? Doing magic, having casual hookups, love bombing you, never coming in, never being your friend or your true lover, or never really supporting you. Yeah, so you parted ways. You didn't trust these people, or you don't trust this person, or they're breaking up with their people. I don't know. There's no harmony here, right? Could be a past life karmic soul tie. You don't see eye to eye. You don't trust one another. Not on the same page, right? Rather be on your own. You're on your own anyways. This person love bombs you. There's a lot of lies and illusions and deception here. There's fear as well. They were hiding so much from you, hiding the fact they try to sacrifice you. Now they're stuck. Maybe they're stuck. Maybe they're trapped in something, trying to slow you down, cause delays, making you wait, right? They thought you didn't know. Nine of Cups. They were partying all the time. Maybe they have addictions here. It's a fall from grace. They could be losing their position and or being terminated. Maybe, I don't know. They don't want you having wish fulfillment. This is a fall from grace. No emotional fulfillment or happiness. No personal success or achievement. Somebody was really smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know-it-all, and a show-off. They lost control of you or the situation. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. Somebody could be drinking and they're intimidating other people, or they're scared here. There's a partner, there's parting of ways, grieving and regretting, crying over spilt milk. They might be going to jail. They're feeling trapped or stuck in their head, or it's self-imposed. They're feeling gutted. Too many obstacles to overcome. They were trying to restrict you, or they are restricted. And cut right down at the knees here, okay? Somebody wanted to have a legacy. Well, that's not a way to have a legacy. Somebody's going to humble themselves, maybe. Very disappointing. They are scared here, lost control of whatever this is. Feeling disempowered and weak. Crying over spilt milk. That's not a way to gain a legacy. Yeah, Knight of Swords. This was abuse. This was a crime. Reckless. They endangered others. So people are going the other way. So they're realizing other people are getting hurt in the process here. That or they're very disappointed they didn't take action when they knew they should have. Maybe it's a father figure. It doesn't have to be. They remained emotionally stable, or they remained neutral. They're shitting bricks now, though. They're in their emotions. They didn't open up emotionally, maybe. It's a crime, whatever this is. What is this? Knight of Swords in reverse. There's no more gaslighting. You're not going to fall for it, or anybody else is falling for it again. Five of Wands. There's a group of people here. They endangered these people. Five of Wands. There's a lot of conflict, competition, jealousy, drama, strife, and rivalry. They're all fighting amongst each other. They're on the run. So we could be transitioning. They're all up in arms because you're still moving forward. Spirits plucked you out of rough waters and brought you into calm waters to heal, or somebody's traveling here. The mob. They could be TRAFFICKING. Either they're involved in it, organized crime, or they said you were, or this is them trying to turn. They want to come meet you in calm waters because their crowd, their group is turned on them. They want to open up emotionally. They're emotionally manipulative. They could be drinking and in their feels. Could be a bad father figure too. It doesn't have to be. It could be a female in this energy. Very emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and immature, self-serving, and self-absorbed. They're very malicious, ruthless, cruel, and careless. They got a lot of burdens on their back, or they placed a lot of burdens on your back, and they had a point to prove where you were concerned. They're buckling beneath the weight of these burdens. Yeah, they're going to come clean here. They got caught. They're going to come clean. They're not getting away with this. They're indecisive. They don't know what to do. They don't know what's coming. They're acting like a victim now, or they're being blocked here. they know, or they're thinking that if they speak the truth, they can have peace afterwards. Yeah, they abused you. That's what I kept hearing. Feeling rejected and abandoned, feeling sorry for themselves, bored and discontent with life. They don't know what to do, what the next move will be. They're moping and they're pouting. This is fraud and theft. This was unequally yoked, unfair. They're hurting for money. They could be going towards bankruptcy. They can't balance something out. They're stuck. They breadcrumbed you, used and abused you, treated you horribly, made you wait, put you through a lot of struggles maybe. They're trying to stall something. They can't overcome this. They know they can't. They tried to sacrifice you. They don't want to look at things from a different perspective. They can't overcome this. They know this. Not with this attitude. They're sinking, they're sinking. They're in heavy-duty debt, maybe to the organized crime if they're dealing with them. They might have to switch. They might be afraid of, one day having to swim with the fishies, if you know what I'm saying, wearing concrete boots. So they're feeling stuck here, unable to overcome this. Poor decision. All one-sided deal, false contracts. They're reaping the consequences to their poor decisions. This was very, very karmic. This was all to learn a lesson. For everybody involved to learn a lesson. Very karmic. Obviously, some people didn't learn their lesson here. They were very greedy and selfish and materialistic and lazy and codependent and clingy. Wanting the finer things in life, but too lazy to work for it. Somebody's unfaithful, can't be trusted. They don't know their value and worth. There's a false contract. They're going to really lose some money here. Somebody's taking some action. Somebody's very jealous. You have a new beginning. You have new passionate opportunities, growth, and expansion in your world. Somebody's taking some sort of action. Somebody's feeling very passionate towards you. Bad news is a backfire. They're trying to stop your forward motion. Something stops suddenly here. No communication. Yeah, bad news. No communication, bad news. Somebody lied. They threw rocks and hid hands. Somebody could have lost a child. It was a backfire. They took some sort of action and backfired. Somebody felt entitled. They were a drama starter. This is somebody that needs outside validation constantly. They're just juvenile all the time. Not very inventive, not very creative, not very inspirational. They didn't want to let go. It didn't serve. They have no foresight. They have no vision, maybe. They just didn't want you moving further ahead in life than where they can go. Yeah, they're not sorry for what they've done. They're feeling overwhelmed and defeated here. Definitely heard that, but they're not sorry for what they've done. They can't foresee. They didn't foresee. They didn't think this through all the way. Maybe because they were doing spell work, they lost their vision, lost a child. They didn't foresee that happening. They were reckless, careless, and foolish. They took unnecessary risks, and they're trying to hide this, okay? They were not aware of the dangers. Well, when you're playing with other people's lives and maybe spell work, be very aware, okay? They're hiding and cloaking this. It's been a long time. They need to take accountability. They paid somebody to lie about you. They were very vindictive, vile. They have to take accountability for their lies, their vindictiveness, okay? They were a gold digger and a cloud chaser. This is fated. They wanted your destiny. It could be a divorce or separation, but I'm really picking up a crooked judge, leader, and or spiritual leader or a warlock. They committed some sort of crime. They have no faith. Their value system is not the same as yours. This is somebody that was pulling strings for them, possibly giving out false or misleading information, bad counsel. They did something too quickly here. Flighty, could be a player energy, in a position of power. So they did something. They didn't think about it beforehand. Somebody in a position of power, Emperor in the upright. Yeah, now they're being exposed. Public humiliation. They're worried. They can't eat or sleep. They're really burdened here. They're in their emotions. This is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. Yeah. They wanted power and control over you. They bent to public pressure. It was all about their ego. They were in their ego, in their pride, right? Very arrogant and conceited, worried about how people perceived them. So they knew what they were doing was wrong. They did it anyways. They lost their authority, had no authority, or they abused their authority. Yeah, somebody was holding back, greedy and selfish. They're trying to protect themselves here. They don't want to let go of what doesn't belong to them. Now it's a tower moment. You're stable and secure, by the way. You are protected. And this is a tower moment. They wanted a life of luxury off your back. They wanted you to look unstable, whorish even. Somebody doesn't want to be alone. Somebody's codependent, clingy, very unstable and insecure, greedy and selfish. Yeah. Somebody was acting as a gatekeeper possibly, but you're standing your ground. You're divinely protected and guided, or somebody's going to be standing up for you. They've been blocked here, okay? Truth and clarity. They're being exposed. They're very defensive because they're being exposed. This is the truth. They scapegoated you. A family's going down here. Light's being shined on this family or this group. Yep, they were playing games here, okay? They got to balance something out. Whatever they gained in the past was very temporary. See the tents in the back? Mimes, they don't speak, right? They just play games. You're balanced in alignment. Somebody was a warlock here, making a head-over-heart decision, weighing options. Somebody was a poser or player. They didn't take the noble approach. No morals, ethics, or honor. It was all about their ego again. Yep. This is a coward, right? They're a follower, not a leader. They bit off more than they can chew. This is a narcissist or worse, a pathological liar, male or female. They're cold, calculating, and cruel, very abusive. They have no authority. They spoke without authority. They're going to lose their authority. They're going to get let go. You're still moving on. You overcame. They can't resist. They can't restrict you any longer. You removed all obstacles. You're not worried. You're free. You're moving forward. You're in control. This is universally driven. You overcame. This is awareness, radically accepting the need to take accountability and bring balance back to a situation. You're leaving them behind here, okay? This is victory. Yep, this was a bad investment. They never wanted to invest in you, or they don't have all the resources they need to pull this off, whether it's you, your signature, your ID, whatever this is. It was a poor investment, misappropriation of funds. They didn't take care of this investment. They didn't nurture it or water it. They didn't want to. They invested elsewhere. So now they lost all this money and they have to relocate. Now they want to come back towards you, or they're going to have to cut their losses. They knew it was a losing proposition from the get-go. Somebody's refusing to move on, though. They're very emotionally invested and they're digging in their heels. Yeah, they want to come back to the divine feminine or the mother figure. Somebody who's very stable, who's got roots here. The Empress, right? It's either a mother figure or a divine feminine energy, male or female. You're creating something beautiful. Yeah, sudden departure, sudden arrival. Maybe they're going to show up suddenly. I don't know. There's no contingency plans. They wanted you waiting, unable to see the future, or unable to make plans, right? Yeah, because they were spreading egregious gossip. They're parting ways. They're being blocked, maybe. They're blocking a third party, a friend group, cult coven, secret society, or I don't know. You've blocked them. There's not going to be a reconciliation. Somebody's not happy because you're getting your justice. I love the way this ended. Or they know they can't reconcile with you unless they bring you justice. Somebody knew what they were doing, what was going on in the background, didn't take any action. Now they need you. They want you back. It could be friend, family, business, whatever. If they're going to mitigate any of their punishments, whether it's spiritual or 3D, they know they need to bring you justice. Now they want to fight on the side of right against these people. High priestess of spirit. I take that as the Queen of Swords. You spoke your truth. You set boundaries. You cut them out. You know, you don't suffer fools gladly. And you're not going to hold back. You're going to tell them the truth. You're still moving forward. You could be a speaker of some sort. Male or female, doesn't matter. It could be somebody else, a professional of any kinds. But somebody definitely lied about you. They were jealous, vindictive, spiteful. Maybe you went ice cold on these people. You ended a chapter with these people. You went through the highs and lows, right? The fool's journey from start to finish. Now it's over. It's over for them. It could be an arrest. They're trying to hold you back. Somebody's going to be suspended here. They can stay there. They could have claimed you were promiscuous or somebody else was. Sleeps around a hot free-for-all. Sleeps with your man or woman. Fighting for what you love. They wanted to compete with you so they can feel normal. That's not normal. Always keeping tabs on you. They're watching you. Look. Someone's keeping close eyes on you and your actions. All they see is that you're in quiet contentment right now. Simple companionship brings you peace and satisfaction. And they know that. They want to see if you're in another relationship. You're quiet, you're content. Oh, they must be in a relationship. screw that up for them. Something's happening today here. Good vibes now in the moment. Someone's two-faced, double life cheater, backstabber. So they don't want the truth coming out. This could be the love bomber that your family hired to come after you. I'm really picking up. They defrauded you from the first read. If this is the same reading, you saw through the illusions, or now the authorities are seeing through it too. I think they're being investigated and they don't like it. Well, that's just too bad. I don't like what they do. Only take what applies. It's kind of all over the place. I apologize. They're keeping tabs on you, either physically showing up at your work or where you live, or online if you have any accounts. You know what I'm saying? What are they watching? Oh, what are they doing? What are they posting? Are they saying anything about me? You're not that interesting, okay? Broken dream, not working as planned, beginning to lose all hope. Keep the faith, don't give up. That's what they want. They want you to lose all hope. I don't think you are. I think it's them. They're losing all hope that they can swindle you. You work smart. You work a lot smarter than them. You have the ideas. You're the idea, the creator here. Are you complicating things? Often the solutions are simpler than you think. It's time to clean up both personally and professionally for a fresh start. Focus on your basic needs when spending and save some money. So this is in keeping. Escapism. Somebody's trying to escape something here, or you escape them. Running away from work. Okay, so it could be somebody you're working with. Can't handle the pressure. Short breaks. Hang in there. That could be you or someone else. I really do think, I mean, yeah, Spirit's been kind of goading us to go out and have more fun. Get our head out of work, get our head out of our problems, you know what I mean? So that could be it. Go out and have some fun. Or it's just somebody they're escaping. I think what they're doing is they're sleeping around. And that's how they escape. And or they're doing other things, you know, contraband, whatever, right? There's a big fat no, denial. Perhaps you're insisting that reality be something it's not. What are you refusing to see? It's better to live in truth than in a lie. So somebody's been living in a lie. They've been saying lies about you. And they actually took that on as truth. I don't know. They might have mental illness. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but they're refusing to see it's over. Okay. They're insisting that reality be something it's not with the group. If you've been faking it to make money, it's time to take off the mask. So their mask's coming off. They're being told no. So their fantasies are going to be unfulfilled. They're never going to be satisfied, whoever this is. They're never satisfied. Because it's, okay, if you're stealing money, that's your MO. If you've done this your whole life, stealing people's ideas, their money, their people, whatever, you're never going to be fulfilled because it's not yours. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not like you earned it. It's rightfully yours. Whoever this is stole it, whatever this is that they stole. A home, an inheritance, a person, a family, your persona, your work. You might be emotionally attached to a job that no longer serves you. Reflect on your wants and needs and consider making a change. You're unhappy with your income but afraid to make changes. They have a very unfulfilling life, so they fantasize and escape trying to be you. Or they did magic and they got together with these people and really try to ruin your life. Take what was yours. Either it's your persona, your work, and or house and or property or money. Offering. All your needs will be met by the universe. This was the last read too. Think about setting up a money altar to enhance your financial flow. That's not bending wills. That's just asking for your spirit team, the divine, to bring you what's really yours in terms of money. Do you understand? It's what was coming to you anyways. But if you're bending wills and you're stealing, it's a big nah. Call on your spirit guides and angels for assistance during this time. So if you're running low on money, or even just energy or fuel or just passion for what you do, that could be spell work trying to get in the way of you doing what you need to do. So let's shuffle this some more. The same cards are coming out. Offering. Somebody made offerings. They wanted to make money off of you. So they were petitioning deities or something like that, or demons here. It's been a long journey. It's a fool's journey. A soul's journey. Your ships are coming in more than you bargained for. It takes a long time to see profit. Enjoy the process. Be here now. So if you are a business owner or you're working on something new, it's going to take some time. And you know that. You're realistic. These people aren't. They just want instant gratification. You know what I mean? That's why they can't hold on to this stuff. They're unfulfilled. Yeah, it's taking too long. It's taking too slow here. You're making slow progress, but you're getting there. Remember, slow and steady work leads to sustainable success. Stop putting things off for later. It's time to act now. You can't be perfect at everything. You have a lot of wisdom here. So because you're very wise and you give wise counsel, people think you're perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect in any way. You know what I mean? I'm perfectly imperfect, and I'm fine with that. But they look at, oh, you got to be perfect. They think they're perfect. Let's humble them some more. Give up your perfectionism. It's causing delays in your finances. You won't move forward if you don't conquer the fear of failure. You have what it takes to improve your finances. You are enough. That could be for you or someone else. Someone's very defiant, though. Want to do it your own way. Trouble with authority. Be the boss and lead a team. So they were leading a team against you. All about money. Could have something to do with the markets. Okay. Since it's a bull. You are the rebel. Limiting beliefs are blocking your abundance. Consider being a system buster, entrepreneur, teaching a better way. You could be a light bearer, okay? You're a trailblazer destined to pave the way for future generations. Somebody's doing things half-hearted. They're claiming that they're this way seer or way shower, maybe you are, and they're trying to take on your persona. They're doing it half-hearted, so it's not coming out as altruistic. Not really into what you do, no motivation to change, find your joy, invest in yourself. You could be a teacher, or they are. Teacher, student. We're forever a teacher and student, no matter how high you elevate. Yeah, this is a windfall. So they were learning off of you, making money off of you, but angelic help is here. Your windfall is not going. They were doing something on the dark web, or this is the underworld. It could be organized crime. The underbelly of society is very precarious. They owe these people money. Something unexpected is about to happen. Get ready for unexpected financial setbacks for them. Overworked. They did something too much. Oversaturated something. They have to start over. They want to start over. You're hatching something new. This is opportunists looking for new opportunities. Online, small world. Harmful gossip at work. About past people in your life. Something from your past is returning, maybe an old job or an unfinished project. Look to the past to understand the future, a lesson, an experience, or an old skill. Money could be coming your way from something you did in the past. So some of the past work, you're going to get paid for it. Somebody was hoarding your money. There's a path of money that's coming towards you. They partnered up to do this they wanted you to lose interest in something. They were greedy, okay? They were pegs, unable to save. They thought you were unable to save money. They were doing lighting candles against you, keeping you in the dark about this money, the secret stash here. This is an overabundance of money. This is your money, okay? Easy money, divine intervention, career. You're a light worker, air-related, undecided, in travel. It's going to be growth right here. You're going to grow in business. Congratulations, okay? They were trying to use your money as collateral, I just heard, for something, to do business with other people. And now they can't access this money. It's your money. They got caught, or they need your signature or something, okay? Your ID, somebody was impersonating you. I don't know. Something's going belly up. It's not working out to their advantage. How's this ending for these people, please, Spirit? Joyfulness, hope. This could be you or someone else. This could be pleasure seekers. There's a letter or a message coming through. Yeah, pleasure seekers. They're hoping they're going to be able to celebrate. Nope, they're going to jail. Surprise! They got hooked up. Okay? They got enmeshed in something. Now there's nothing but sorrow for them. Start crying now. Yep. Sickness, sorrow for an old woman who's your enemy. They were constantly doing stuff against you with a voodoo priest or some sort of priest. Now there's nothing but despair. They wanted you to unalive yourself, maybe. That's not going to happen. You love yourself. You love God. You love life. This is every life in this world that He blesses us with is sacred. It's a gift to just, callously throw away like this, using other people, and you know what I mean? living somebody else's life, wanting somebody else's life, their aura, their people, their family, their home, how they live, their work, whatever this is. Life is short enough. It's fleeting enough. You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow morning. Why do this fuck shit? I don't get it. It's just going to show. It's just showing up now as, you get what you give. Obviously, they gave nothing. They're going to get, well, a whole bunch of nothing back, but they're also going to get smacked at the end, right? Again, some heavy-duty karma for this, and this is the time for it. So congratulations. I hope you like the read, and until next time, take care.